like a bag of goodies floating in the wind.
Придется прыгать. О, блять, нихуя себе.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Позволить своим чувствам объять мир.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous.
Продолжить путешествие сквозь соленый воздух. Нихуя, блядь.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor.
Опа. А это что будет? Ой-ой-ой, +1 трепета. Ебать. Ебать, я одет как черт. Где я? Кстати. Кто-то оставил кофемашину включенной. Стандартный конторский шкаф с картотекой. Похоже, эти ящики закрыты. Пишущая машинка Дэви. Название модели указано на задней панели. Сверху на рисунке написано «Каждый рабочий член». Внизу логотип профсоюза и надпись «Требуем демократии». Радио испускает странное жужжание. Отпечаток огромной задницы на подушке и кофейной среды от кружки на подлокотнике. Журнальчик.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your
без
attention.
картинок. Книжка — это
Just
трата
column after
красок.
column of closely set text. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, the magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, culture, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Хочу знать, что творится в
This
мире.
section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Samay. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that. It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kenajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Так говорится, медвежья борьба означает, что два медведя борются друг с другом.
Not. The article makes plain that this is man on bear, or in some cases, woman on bear competition. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Тяжело, наверное, бороться с медведем, когда ты не в форме. Когда ты пьяный.
Precisely. For too long, drink has been a scourge to the working class, and President Kenajinsky is deeply committed to supplying the people with more wholesome entertainments.
Им, как думаешь, может, на судья приведет нас в СНР?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
Я подумал, было бы здорово поучаствовать в медвежьей борьбе.
I suppose that would be something to see.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Что такое Kunstkultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
А,
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
что такое тип-топ турне?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Прочитать про сейчас.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subjects.
Посмотрим, что эти коммуняки говорят про
interview.
тип-топ.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season. Maybe spring. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of where to even start. For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
А что плохого в спонсорстве?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes. And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly, at the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Ха, а ведь и правда, меня действительно интересует там насилие.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Ким, в этой статье говорится, что никто на самом деле не смотрит тип-топ турне ради гонок.
Come on. Can this article read your mind?
Нет, наверное.
Well, there you have it. No reason to get hung up on the pretentious ramblings of
Обиделся
a
бы
few
еще.
young men. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race.
You flip back to the front of the magazine, the table of contents.
Колонка
As you
редактора.
know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Ким, кажется, это коммунистический журнал.
What do you expect? It was laying around the
ну да.
office of the
Кстати.
Department. They're
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents
логично.
unfolds before you. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles that you skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally
Нихуя,
attempting
только что
to
было
evict certain
11:57.
communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Блять, ладно.
Eternal-
Мне уже
thus,
как-то
they
похуй
tend
стало
to
на этот
you
журнал,
flip
он
back.
заебал меня. Все, блять, пизду его. Опа, открыточка. О, магний. Опа, учи линзы.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around.
The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of and the same materials being handed over. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names,
Заставить себя
dates,
посмотреть.
quantities,
Я реально
and
заставляю
percentages.
себя это
You try
читать,
to
если
focus,
честно.
but the lines
Я
are
так
getting
похуй на
blurry.
эти бумажки, но я заставляю.
Look how blurry
Не смог.
hermeneutics was almost within your grasp. But now, only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
А можно ли на самом деле рассредоточиться на полном
You are a police
рассредоточении?
officer, not a spiritual healer.
Блять.
You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
Если я полностью расфокусирую зрение, все формы начнут сливаться. Блять.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Да.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
Заставить себя посмотреть папки еще раз.
You're trying
Да
hard,
ёбаный
but the data here is unbelievably dry. The
Ай.
drawer so
Увы. Ящик победил меня.
an imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you.
Нет, 10 рублей я не кинул. Так, а я снизу пришел, так понимаю. Или я сверху пришел. А, я отсюда пришел, ёбаный бобаный. А чё тут? Не разбираться с этой стороны, ее можно открыть только картой ключом. Сука, надо было пиздить ключ-карту. Ну как обычно. Если он что-то спиздить, надо пиздить. Для сбора дождевой воды. Блядь, да куда ты идешь-то? Неподвижные гигантские машины вокруг. Белые сосны, как будто заснеженный лес. Что это? О, это рубль 20! А тут видна потертая надпись Валсунд. И вечер царит необыкновенная тишина, огромные машины спят. Громкоговоритель не издает ни звука. Wild penis. Блядь, ты там какой-то смайлик добавил? Секундочку. То мне не видно. Ха-ха-ха, добавил. Понял тебя? Так, что это за ящичек такой? Ебать. Палм сели ультра. Техника. Сумрак. Какие мне больше нравятся. Я не знаю. А, то есть я могу снимать себе эти ботинки, когда хочу перепрыгнуть что-нибудь. А, и штаны. Ладно, буду техником. Чё сидишь?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Сейчас, секунду. Оп. Подожди, нахуй ты контейнер красишь в красный цвет?
The lyrics to this container song are being made up. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Потерялись, а? Нет, конечно,
I
нет.
don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks, just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing
Ubi.
kind. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
Thank you for
Ладно,
clarifying
похуй.
that, sir.
Что ты делаешь с
Oh, I'm
контейнерами?
just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Что тут происходит?
Everything
Да,
is so
блядь.
pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Ого, красный гораздо красивее унылой старой зелени.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the...
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, you want
Не
Mr.
председатель,
Everard,
блядь.
then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is
Real
today.
good guys.
Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Полегче, Лева, я просто хочу зайти
Oh,
в него
Mr.
найти.
Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Понятно.
Bye-bye now.
Бай-бай. Баня растянулся под весом дождевой воды и снега. Белые волны на красном. Кофе в этом огромном термосе еще теплый. Лестница из поддонов ведет вверх. Нихуя ты. Чё? Чё я уперся? А, тут лестница, ёбана. Я ее даже не заметил. Хоть и прочитал об этом.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated
Мото,
behind
мото.
a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Блять, это этот, что ли, Мавроди?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
И рукавишь портовыми рабочими.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Пыток.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Почему вы называете меня господин Дубуа?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about
Я
it.
никогда не
Filter it
свяжусь.
out.
Это не в моем
Very well,
стиле.
Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at... Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation.
Блять.
But until...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy.
Сука.
Excellent, Mr.
Опять
Dubois.
затерпел.
I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Эх, подмигнул
So
ответ.
tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help her represent.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the
жопа
most
болит.
comfortable chair in the world. It's
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have known. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Как вы знаете, Гарта.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Беру.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
Нет, все круто.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, union
Блядь, а
people are on it
пистолет
as we speak.
проебал.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. The world is swallowed by a black
Блядь,
hole.
я
of fear.
умираю.
Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns. Where's yours? Fuck love.
Да,
This is
нахуй
your
любовь.
gun. This is serious.
Блядь, я
Are
умираю.
you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Взял необычный чек. Не поблагодарил. Пистолет оказался сюрпризом. Этот стул орудие для пыток.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Miss.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Блядь, да я сейчас сдохну опять, походу.
God, you're sweating. Your knee
Ah,
is jerking.
везмок.
You're about to cry, aren't you?
Блядь,
You're
зачем,
about to
Владик?
cry because you lost
Не
your
надо
gun,
ёбать свой
and those
интернет-шнур,
children are
а то
gonna shoot
работать
themselves with
может.
it.
А то можно не работать. В таком случае будет. Не собираюсь я плакать.
Mr. Dubois, you don't.
Я умер.
Despair creeps into you
Лучше бы заплакал.
on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step
Я
up
больше не
from
могу
taking
придумать,
money.
почему мне не похуй.
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after.
Nothing you can say would cop gives up to genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown.
Блядь, далеко идти же. Кофе в этом термосе еще теплый. А, блядь, тут лестница. Так, здорово, жирный.
Before you, with a mixture of expect.
Welcome. I'd offer.
He looked.
You go ahead.
Whatever. Forget about that. What's with this?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a very. I should.
You're no titan of.
Ну, блядь, я думал, работает, кстати.
Mr. Dubois, please, Mr. Dubois. Very well. Should you.
You're no titan of.
Excellent, Mr.
Ладно.
Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man. So tell me, how can the head of the
The chair you're sitting on.
by this it should.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Мне не нужно, оставьте себе. Запихай себе в жопу этот чек.
Okay, okay. I
Все.
respect a man with
Принципы.
principles. No handouts then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Oh God, why didn't you think it's gone? Your
It's
gun
gone.
is...
Are you all right? It's not like
It was loaded. There were 2
Самообладание
bullets in
сложно,
it.
не
You
паникуй.
always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer,
I wouldn't be so sure about.
Who does this guy
О,
think
блядь!
you are?
Это сейчас
Ronnie the
15%
rookie?
прыгнуло.
You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're
Ты
probably
плохой
more
коп.
corrupt than him.
Откинулся на сходу в стуле, улыбнулся и скрестить руки за спиной.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
Послушайте, брат. Эвер. Приятель, мы же с вами знаем, как устроен этот мир.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Этому бойцу не побежал бы более удобный стул.
I do want you to feel at home, Harry, truly. But you'll have to excuse the humble accommodation.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Сука, достойный ответ. Нужен. И я не прогнил. Этот город прогнил, но и я не прогнил. И я не прогнил, я просто рассуждаю разумно.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut.
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one.
Yeah.
Now quick, keep the momentum up. Ask questions.
Вы назвали меня господин Дюба, почему? А ну что ты меня так назвался, блядь?
Of
Да?
course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call... My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What a...
Бывает
the
же
odds of
такое.
Are very low.
С моей памятью все в порядке, я просто вас
So
проверял.
good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his... It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Бля.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge.
Уже читал документы в папках. +1. Ой, блядь.
As you look at the
Oh.
folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another
Это
one of those
папка
brown
не
folders
из
you saw in the
RGM.
file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something.
We got the name from the
Заняться.
Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you
Так,
will
бюро
have to
переписи
remain a
населения
mystery for
утверждает,
the
что
time.
мое имя Гэри Дебюа.
yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Oh, of
Повешение.
course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me, but there's a
No.
thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Мы могли спокойно побеседовать и обменяться информацией, мы бы от этого дела камня на камне не оставили. Мгм.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this
No,
thing
never.
weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Мы машины по открыванию дверей.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
А почему тебе самому
Harry,
это
I'm
не
a very
открыть?
busy man, and more
Ну
importantly,
понятно.
I don't have that
Катиться
extraordinary
сверху
physique
долго.
you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man,
Very,
Mr.
very
Kitsuragi,
busy
and
man.
therefore I must occasionally enlist.
Ищи
Oh,
эту
no
дверь.
one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Ты ничего не знаешь о повешении.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that
Местная
goes on in
большая шишка.
Martinez.
Ну да. Что вы
A
имеете в
loud
виду?
blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Кажется, это задание, наверное. Пока что.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come.
Yes, we both understand.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Как я здесь
Harry.
оказался?
Honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
Я в самом расцвете сил.
You did look like you were gonna collapse and die when I told you about your lost gown. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Я
A
подумываю.
fantastic
And just like that,
А,
it's
блядь.
happening. The roller coaster.
Just open one little
Блядь.
door. You don't
Я
need to go in on
подумываю, но
anything.
я, блядь, почему
I
я
just
сразу
want
квесты
that
принял?
weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should do? Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Опа. Отлично.
You're one of us now. A real red and white
Ц-
union.
Настоящий член профсоюза. Ебать, это я. Туляй картина на сокольном этаже за теплицей, чтобы припугнуть того, кто... Ага. Ага. Ладно. Ну, я подумаю. Блять. Ёбаная лестница. Что я думаю? Ага, происходит искусственный запах топлива и ржавчины. Блять, надо тут, наверное, как-нибудь спустить. А, нет, нельзя пройти. А, где я, блять, вообще? Я заблудился. То есть вниз нельзя, да? А, вниз можно. А почему на ВСД я не могу спуститься сюда? Надо зажать кнопки.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons. Marsh. On.
Марш он.
With a loud
Понятно.
grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container
Ага.
through the air.
Двигаем контейнер. О, он спускается. Да, это долго, конечно. Нормально.
And with a surprisingly, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The
Вернемся к
rusted control
панели.
panel grows warm to the touch. then grow a faint smell of
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Понятно. Сейчас вскроем. Галочка, вскрываемся. Порт китов.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the
Мне
yard.
кажется, это необычный контейнер.
Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Этот был подвешен на кране. Я
It's a
чувствую, что он
cargo container,
особенный.
detective, just like all the others. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the union, right?
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left,
Здесь
the
запорный
lieutenant
механизм.
considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The
Сука, они
knock
отвечают.
produces a hollow ring of metal.
Убедить дверь
Doesn't sound like
открыться.
there's anything inside the container. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Потому что силовое воздействие здесь неприемлемо.
Because what wasn't an option?
Использовать тело, а не разум.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can...
Ладно. Дверь победила, как обычно. Эх. Умел бы я открывать двери силой голоса. Бычки, командор красный. Чё, я могу поговорить с
This is the
дверью?
night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads,
Ким, быстренько гляну, что там.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty...
nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean, and their sparse it's a
Фотокарточка.
black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is
Why did you take that?
Этот человек от чего-то притягивает мое внимание. Возможно, это очередное стороннее дело.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want...
Понятно.
Я хочу съебаться-то, блядь.
Так, ну вот в эту дверь, наверное. Опа, карточка-то теперь есть. Что это такое? Надпись: в случае забастовки откройте крышку, нажмите на кнопку. Опа, ты кто еще? Перед головомером дрожат все люди. Блядь, не, я ебал рот с ним разговаривать. Там слишком базированный чел стоит.
Scab?
Антистанчик. Бедный, униженный. Право
Good one,
работать.
officer. Don't worry. We here have sol. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let
Теперь
us
мы
cop
будем
for less
копами.
money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north?
А, да, мне похуй. Я хочу что-нибудь с трупом сделать. Ну, блядские лестницы, ну уж. Ну, спускайся, давай. Чё стоишь? Забастуешь?
Bastards! We have a right to
Закон
work.
— это я.
Hold up and stay frost. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
С какой это
We're
здание?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have
Ладно,
causes.
тогда, наверное, нет.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to
Право
Besides,
работать.
we're not that different.
У меня к
Maybe you
тебе
should
вопросы.
ask them. We have families to
Нам
So
надо
do we,
семьи
Scab.
кормить, тыры-пыры. Ага, понятно. Иди нахуй. Ну идти дальше. Деньги. Вырыч. Опа, боевой дух. Музыкальный журнал. 10 самых крепких мужчин. Понял. О, здравствуйте.
the tear machine stands in the corner.
Автомат, принимающий
A sign
тару.
says-
Понятно. Тары нету. Радио играет меланхолическая попса.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Прежде чем мы продолжим, что такое фритте?
I don't know. Frit?
И почему название в 3 буквы
I
Т?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Это
You mean
кажется,
this?
журнал.
This is Pop Stars.
Pop
It's got,
Stars.
like,
Но я своего рода
famous
тоже
people in
суперзвезда.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Это все не важно. А что это за полиция моды?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind
И
of
кто
mean.
там сейчас number
It's about
one?
who's the most
Кто-то вроде
stylish.
этого парня.
No.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Спасибо за разъяснение.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be
Зануда.
chatting to anyone, but
У вас есть
She looks up
нашатырный?
from her magazine.
yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
О трупе?
I don't really know anything. I mean,
Ладно.
I know it's there, but
Знаешь,
I'm
что
not
это?
really.
Понятно.
Uh-huh.
Можешь рассказать что-нибудь эту реальность, в которой мы находимся? Нет, спасибо.
You see several packaged
Витрина с
raincoats
безделушками.
fill a low shelf beneath a display. The packages are small, discreet,
Дождевик,
sloppily
стойкость
stacked,
плюс
making them
1.
easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over.
А
the
что это? Блять.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is
Нет, это мне пока может надо.
a small cabinet on the wall is
Ага.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock
Нашатырь.
prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Dramamine,
Drumalin.
magnesium, and hypnogamma.
Ладно, возьму нашатырку по приколу.
Okay, don't like. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better.
Так, все. Кинулся немного.
a colorful display of cigarettes and out. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in there, in that dark green glass. All in vain. The great flowing
Я
river of
ворую, мне
warmth,
нужно все.
wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol.
Так, свинячка, это кто пытается
guess not,
бросить. Я бросаю,
I'm
кстати, пить,
obliged
да.
to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Нихуя за 30-ку. А ну типа навсегда так сделает? Забавно.
No,
Особые
Frit
препараты.
only sell.
Жалька. Нет, так нет. Ладно, хуй с этим дождевиком. Ну хотя я буду одет как черт. Блять, а как продать мои эти предметы? Здорово.
Welcome to Irish.
This man looks like trouble.
Дальнобойщик расист, осуждаем. Ломбардия. Блять. Ломбард надо найти в таком случае. Ту-ту-ту-ту. Хочу, сука, труп потрогать теперь. Теперь я под допингом. Не же в городе. Понятненько. Так, что тут воняет протухшим мясом, тыры-пыры. Эту лестницу построили. А, ну да, это было уже.
There he still is,
Стойкость
looking right
легендарных.
through
Есть
you
наш этерный
with
спирт
his
плюс
white eyes.
1.
The body below is it pneumonia
Блядь.
on the second.